All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Guy Atchison's Reinventing the Tattoo Community, a place for tattooers, apprentices, and collectors to unite under all things tattoo. We encourage that you join in these live stream events and real-world events where we offer a new option with connecting with each other for the better. From developing your art to getting down to the technical with your skills, surrounded by like-minded peers, you can see us beaming out with events every day. From live tattooing to drawing groups to one-on-one classes. I want to thank everybody joining in via Facebook, YouTube, or Vimeo. And special shout out to anyone listening via podcast or event schedule and notifications can be found on the free Reinventing the Tattoo app through Apple or Google Play, or directly online at community.reinventingthetattoo.com. All of these episodes can be found on demand in the folder section. If you can hear us, be sure to tag us and a friend who may benefit from this experience and knowledge as well as yourself. We here at Reinventing the Tattoo are beaming out to 5 channels 24/7. If you go to reinventing247.com, you can enter to win a free goodie bag that has some gifts from Rob, Cheyenne, and Dallas Pro. For those who don't know, we have several shows, including this one. Every Sunday, we at 1 p.m. with Jason Leeser, Drawing Group. Sunday at 9 p.m., we have the Tattoo Weekly with Gabe, Lauren, and Jake Neese of Fireside to talk about all of the events that have been happening tattoo-related within the week. Then we have Monday morning at 9 a.m. with myself here, Kirsten Franklin. 9 p.m. Monday with Guy Atchison, one-on-one class with him, which you should not miss if you are a subscriber. If you are a subscriber, you get this opportunity and the opportunity of having the Reinventing the Tattoo canon with added chapters and videos updated, monthly. Tuesday at 10 a.m. with Ricardo Sturdivant, he has his drawing class. Wednesdays at noon, we have the Tattoo Now show. Thursdays at 10 a.m. are also with me, Kier Franklin. I do the Thursday morning fundamentals if you've seen me elsewhere besides here. Thursdays at noon, we have the Tattoo Collecting Podcast with Fawn Baker and Jordan Ruckus, and much more content from Andre Malcolm to BJ Betts at courses.reinventingthetattoo.com. And of course, thank you to our sponsors for making this free and beaming this out here to get everybody all this cool content. We have worldtattooevents.com, updated tattoo events around the world, beaming out from everywhere. So if you are a convention artist, this is the best place to go to get updated on all convention cancelings. Within this past couple months, we have 16 events have already canceled due to the Delta variant. So be sure to check it out and see if that was the one that you may be attending to. inkjetstencils.com, making stenciling easier with a mess-free print system, easier on yourself and your apprentice to get the job done. And of course, thank you to Lauren Gregory from Raw Pigments at rawpigments.co, a acrylic-free pigment company that is here for the artists. And dermalizepro.com, helping tattoo clients around the globe. Gabe Ripley of Tattoo Now, he's been working on this business here for about 25 years. He's been doing a great job, and he's really starting to change things with that website. So definitely keep a lookout and definitely check it out. And of course, GuyAtchison.com. You can see both of his books are out. Prints, paints, machines, all that you can find there from the great Guy Atchison. And of course, thank you to our affiliates, ecofriendlytattoosupplies.com, Apprentice Diaries, and Fireside Tattoo. Real world events. We just had the Paradise BYOB a couple weeks ago. Belgium in November. Gabe and Ivana may be doing seminars. I myself was going, but I unfortunately am not going this year. We may do it next year instead. Next May, Hell City. Next July, River City Tattoo Invitational. And next October is the Paradise Tattoo Gathering. Don't miss that. If it's anything like this year's, you definitely don't want to miss it. If you'd like to host a drawing group and or class, feel free to go to management at reinventingthetattoo.com. Okay, well, that's great. It's time to start letting people in now. You may be like, here, what's going on? Like your background's different. You're not in your little area. Well, I am out here in Boston, Massachusetts, or actually right outside Boston right now. We came here, myself and my roommate came here for her birthday weekend, but we've had these tickets to the Van Gogh Immersive Museum for about like 6 to 8 months by now, and we've been waiting for this day very courageously. Um, to do the whole immersive museum. If you've done the immersive museum, definitely like, share, comment. Let us know how it was. I'm very, very excited. Our time is at 1:30, and we did get the VIP one. So I'm not too sure of what to expect, but I've heard nothing but great things happening, and super excited about it. We had gone to Salem yesterday, and that was super, super fun. And I have Sorry about that, guys. It wasn't as busy as I thought when we went. And honestly, I was expecting it to be like packed, like New York City on New Year's Eve packed. So I'm actually quite surprised that it wasn't that case this time. It was quite nice. We went to a lot of little shops. I got new earrings. And I saw amazing artists out there on the streets. So many cool shops to support. I've been super hyped about it, and super, super happy about it. I do want to say that I cannot be on here forever. I do have a hard out at 10 just to get myself started for the day. But I hope if they do allow cameras and stuff like that, I hope to beam in when I get there for a little bit to show everybody a little bit around. I don't want to give too much away, but I definitely want to show everybody how great the experience is. Van Gogh is one of my all-time favorite artists, for the fact that for the amount of hatred that he got from all of the people in his towns, getting kicked out of his towns, all of the mental illnesses, his family not really liking him too much, and he still went to that canvas every day and just created. And that's just so inspirational to me. That's a real artist, somebody that is just pushing through all of those emotions, those demons, those things that, everybody, every corner telling you to not do it or that you're doing it wrong, and you're just not listening and just going to your canvas that you hand stretched yourself and doing it. And truthfully, I don't think if it wasn't for his brother Theo, I don't think that he would have created as much as he did. And I'm sure he would agree with me because Theo was his absolute inspiration. If you're looking to learn more about Van Gogh, there are a couple of movies out that I think are absolutely amazing. There's At Eternity's Gate, where Willem Dafoe plays Vincent van Gogh in this nice little indie film about Vincent van Gogh's life. Um, Kind of goes towards like the end cap of his life, where he was institutionalized, how he roomed with other artists, and those other artists would tell him, hey man, the paint strokes that you're making aren't like accurate. That's not how you're supposed to do it. And he made a giant point of, well, isn't art just doing what you want to do, to a degree, yes, of course. But because of that, we have the great works of art that we have now. Another good one is Loving Vincent. I talked about it a couple weeks ago because I have been talking about this immersive museum for quite some time. Pretty excited about it. Um, and I am quite pumped. I am. It's over at the Strand Theater. I've never been there before. It's right outside Boston, maybe about a half hour to 20 minutes out. And it's about an hour train ride on the Purple Line down. So I'm pretty excited about that. After that, we're probably going to go to the Boston Aquarium. I did try my best to get tickets to go whale watching out here because that's something that I think everybody should do. if they were to head out to Boston area is to go whale watching, especially around fall time, because that's usually when they're most active with their feeding. But you can really see some amazing humpback whales and blue whales, which I think is something very, very special. I remember as a kid that I'd go all the time and go on those little duck tours, which I wanted to ask everybody, is duck tours just a my area thing, or are there other major cities out there that have duck tours? Please comment below because I'm very curious. Um, so for sure. Also, if you're not too sure how to beam in here, you can go, I have the link right in the Reinventing the Tattoo events, has the Zoom link right in there. You do need to have the Reinventing the Tattoo app, and you just go right into events. You'll see the Monday morning drawing group, and you'll see artists zoom in. That is your cue to zoom in with all your drawing materials and everything. And usually we're supposed to, I mean, not supposed to, Jason does it on his Sunday thing when I was talking to him. He goes, "Are you going to pick a topic?" And I go, "Do you pick a topic?" And he's like, "I pick a topic." Usually something to talk about during it. And I kind of was pondering last night on what the topic would be. And I think I really like our topic today to be routine. Because that's something that I've been struggling with for the past couple weeks to months to years. So I just had gotten into a brand new shop. It's a much busier shop. It's one of the only shops in town, and we handle 35,000 students on top of the other population that is already there. And so it's been quite busy, to say the least, at our shop. So with that, I do have to mention that it's difficult to have a routine to draw for your clients, to make sure you're at the shop when you're at the shop, and then come home, draw some more for your clients, clean your house, take care of yourself, go to the gym, eat a proper amount of food, sleep an appropriate amount of time, and overall just take care of yourself. That's one of those very tough things. And I have been struggling with it, and I wish that throughout my apprenticeship, I was taught how to live a routine lifestyle. And I was talking about this with our other apprentice that we have at our shop, that's something very important to focus on, because now that I'm in it and in it as a, quote unquote professional, I have a tough time trying to delegate all of those priorities, to single which ones here and here. So I guess my question to everybody is, do you have days for your consultations? Do you have, days just for cleaning your house? Do you have days just for relaxing? Do you have days for bigger projects? How do you delegate your time? That's something that I definitely really want to know for sure. Because I'm struggling with it. Everything's so up in the air, and I shouldn't say struggling with it, because I'm definitely going through it, but I just wish that it was just a little bit more delegated. I'm kind of just all over the place and not really remembering the day of the week, more what tattoo I'm doing that day, and everything kind of revolves around what tattoo I'm doing that day, whether I can go to the gym or eat appropriately or sleep appropriately or how prepared. And it's definitely learned lessons when you try to figure out how prepared you're going to need to be. And of course, you want to be as prepared as possible, but for sure that is, I'm just turning the heat down here. I'm in my roommate's car right now. She's on the inside looking at all of the special things that are going on and waiting for you guys to beam in here. And doesn't look like there's anybody yet, but that's okay. Sometimes Kier just talks to herself, which is okay too. Maybe then we can cut it little shorter than an hour. Nobody's going to join in today, which is okay. It's Monday. It's fall. Everybody's going to do things with family. That's cool. I'm actually thinking of carving some pumpkins after we get back within the next couple weeks before Halloween happens. But I think it's an appropriate question to ask too. How far out do you carve pumpkins for it to be appropriate? You know, because some people like to put Christmas trees out day after Halloween or day after Thanksgiving. So when is an appropriate time to start carving pumpkins? Do you start carving them in July or August? And I don't carve pumpkins every year, so I don't remember how long it takes for a pumpkin to really like get to that gross looking level. So that's always the most confusing part about it. But with that being said, let's see here, I have something to show maybe. I've been doing a lot of smaller walk-ins, which is perfectly fine. I like doing a lot of lettering. I think it's very relaxing to just sit there and kind of like outline the outsides real nice, and then just go in and just like fan in all that black, or do like that drop shadow down and up. I think that's super cool. My boss was telling me that Old English is back in, which in my opinion, I don't think it ever left. I've seen Old English left and right, and I think he said that it was because, he hasn't worked on like smaller lettering in forever. He kind of works on like bigger projects. So I'm the one that takes all the walk-ins and stuff, which is great. That's exactly what I want. So all of those letterings are definitely what I love. I had done this whale. I was kind of happy about this whale. I'll show this whale. Kind of happy. I got this whale. My iPad's about to die, so let's see how far we can make it. So I got this here. It's on her forearm. It was a beautiful story, and it got me obsessed with whales, not gonna lie. So this whole thing started, she came in, and she really wanted a whale. And that was her main image there. And she came in, she wanted a whale. But at the same time, she wanted like a human brain in the whale, and then she wanted like the same intestines throughout the whale, and then she wanted like mind over matter on the bottom. Like she wanted a whole thing. And I kind of like explained to her that, I was like, when you're trying to tell a client, that their idea is like maybe a little much, quote unquote, the best way to do it is to make them realize it for themselves. Because if you sit there and try to like delegate about their idea, they may take it as, well, you're just telling me that my idea is stupid. And that's not the case. You just want to try and educate the public. That's our goal here, right? So I asked her, I was like, okay, so what is the most important element in this for you? She goes, oh, the humpback whale, for sure. I was like, okay, so is that the only most important thing in this? She's yes. Okay, I was like, so what was the importance of the other two elements that you wanted? Because I thought it would look cool, which is usually the answer. So I said, okay, well, what if I could tell you that I could make you a very cool looking humpback whale, but adding those other elements may construed in the design? Would you still want those elements? She said no. And I said, okay, cool. So would you be willing to just do a really, really cool humpback whale? She goes, yes. And so that's kind of how you go about that kind of situation, where you don't say, hey, your idea is very silly. You just go, hey, what is most important to you? Or when they show me a whole bunch of references of different stuff that they wanted, like I had a client Saturday that came in, and she had like a spotty sleeve, and she started showing me like so many different tattoos that she wanted all over her arm, like from mandalas to flowers to waves to like more tropical flowers to I don't know, tigers and bears and oh my, all of that. And I kind of just, because your clients are excited and that's okay for them to be excited. But once again, you have to just say the same things. What is the most important element to you? What do you want to see from this? And what out of these tattoos, what do you like the most out of them? Tell me, because I want to know what's going on up here. And that way I know um, what you're going to be wanting on your body. Because, it's fine in this day and age with technology that clients look at tattoos all day and collectors look at tattoos all day. It's cool. I like it. Excuse me. And it's a lot easier for myself to get inside my client's head to know what they want. And so that's why I always ask, like, even if it comes from Pinterest or, the same reference photo of a butterfly that I've seen this entire year, I'm still going to ask for it because I want to know what they want. So we sat down and did this whale, and I asked her the significance of the whale. And she's actually from this area, which I think is pretty cool. Um, so I asked about the whale, and she talks about how her loved one passed away. I won't get too in depth with her information. A loved one of hers passed away about 5 years ago. Someone very, very important to her. And her father, off the coast of Gloucester, which is very, very popular for whales, had went out on his fishing boat to kind of relax and look at the sunset and not the sunset, the sunrise, and kind of hang out. And he saw this giant pile of fish congregating in one area. And he goes over to it on his boat, and then a giant whale breaches right next to his boat and slaps on down. And as the whale was about to leave, the whale kind of like gave him a little wave, and he felt very connected and resonated with this whale. And so she is convinced that the whale was her loved one, and that's why she got the whale, on her body. And this was the first time in my tattoo career where I was trying to keep my tears together. And I'm sure all you tattoo artists out there definitely have stories like this where a client's story is just so beautiful that you have to keep your tears inside because you're just trying to pull this clean line. But the tears are just falling out of your body. I almost stopped and gave her a hug because it was the way that she described it was much better than I am, but it very much resonated with her heart and her mind, body, and soul. And it was absolutely beautiful. And I'm glad to have done this whale for her. She did a great job sitting for it, and I can't wait to have her back. And these are moments when I truly, truly love my career because you get to meet cool people like this. And the video of the whale you can actually find on YouTube. It's actually pretty viral, not gonna lie. And it's a beautiful, beautiful video. Let me see if I can find it and share it on here. It really is. But ever since then, I've been pretty obsessed with whales. Not gonna lie. I've been watching documentaries after documentaries of whales, and I let's see here. Share screen. Dude, I've never done it on my phone before. So let's see if this will work. My screen share? Oh, I am. All right, so here's the whale. Look at it. Isn't that just beautiful? you can see that kind of stuff off the coast of Massachusetts. This is very common, but a whale breaching like that, yeah, it's definitely a sight to be seen. But truthfully, if I was this gentleman, I would have screamed because that's just beautiful to witness. Um, and I think it's an absolutely beautiful sight. Look at the little wave. Oh, so pretty. And many times when I was went out whale watching when I was younger, I've definitely seen whales like that for sure, and I've seen like little baby whales and um, all that fun stuff. So it's it's definitely beautiful. Let me see if there are people stuck trying to get in, or because I'm quite surprised that nobody decided to pop in and say hello today. Usually I have either Joe or somebody, and if that's the case, I mean, we can cut this short, and I got my roommate on the inside helping me out with this, and so pretty much, so we're staying at one of her friends' houses, so I decided to do it here, but she's doing all the techie stuff inside, and I got her all set up. Hope I'm not overwhelming her with it, but it was pretty straightforward. Um, let's see here. Yep, no, doesn't look like anybody's joining in today. That's okay. You know, it's fall time. Everybody's out and about. Maybe catching up on some new tattoos. Maybe going to Salem. I got this witchy hat. Look at my witchy mushroom hat. It's got a little top to it. Got these little witchy mushrooms. I got my lapis ring. But we will definitely we can cut this short. So pretty much you can see me. I'm going to be beaming in later today, live streaming out to the world about this Van Gogh immersive experience. My roommate is going to be joining me. I'll pop her right on the screen too, make her feel camera filled. And I'm not going to film the whole thing. Don't get excited about that because I'm not going to take away from the experience that you should be doing out and about in the world. I will be doing maybe like a half hour, not even, walking around. Maybe I'll get a little emotional because Van Gogh is my absolute favorite. Um, but yeah, I guess this is it. This is our Monday. All right. So let's see here. Let's make sure. Let's make sure here that we're all doing what we got to do here. Make sure that there's no comments or questions or people trying to come in but can't. Check the messages here. It looks like Gabe says that the link says it wants to load or waiting for meeting, which that's fine. That just means that you're waiting to pop in. But I tried it before I came out here with myself, and it worked for me. So I'm not too sure, truthfully. So I guess we will call this one a short one. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for beaming in. You guys are the best. I will go in and see if there's something on my side that happened, but I'm pretty positive that I did everything as needed. There's only one person watching on this whole thing and no comments other than the one, so maybe everybody's just out and about on their day. And I will email everybody out or notify everybody out right before I'm going to go live on Reinventing the Tattoo. I'll probably go live on Instagram as well. My Instagram's at Frankie Says Things, and my Reinventing the Tattoos at Frankie Tattoos Things. I'm going to now go eat some breakfast and enjoy my day, and I'll beam out with you guys later, okay? All right. Goodbye, everybody.